I would definitely say before joining Zillow Flex, one of my biggest challenges, well, two of my biggest challenges was not asking enough questions to lead me to the answer that I overall need, which is, learning more about the client. What is the client looking for? Why is the client, for buyers, for example, why is the buyer even searching? Stuff like that. And then, so I was having difficulty with that, but not only that, when I did answer the questions and I was able to overcome that portion of it, then I had another hurdle, which was not being able to ask for the sale. I would basically just be taking them on showings, but not necessarily asking, are they ready to put an offer on the property, or just in general asking for the sale. So being in Zillow Flex, because you get so many opportunities to speak with different buyers daily, it allows you to analyze what went wrong during each showing, or what did you do right to continue to keep doing that. And because you're doing it so consistently throughout the week, it's eye-opening to see, what you lack or where to practice at. When they first started, so I want to say it's been a little bit over a year now. I would say, so this one wasn't through Zillow, it was through Zillow Flex. So when I went out, I got an inquiry on a property out in Long Beach, and she showed up with her boyfriend. And originally the property was supposed to be for her, and her boyfriend was looking to purchase his own property, but on his own time. He was working with a realtor, so he was just there for moral support for her. I showed up, did the phone conversation went well, did the calendar invite, that went well, she accepted it. Showed up with my folder, had all the propaganda in the folder, properly introduced myself. I was able to walk her through what does the home buying process look like, A through Z, answered all the questions that she had. Everything went well with her, but then she ended up putting a pause on the home search because she just wasn't ready for it. But because it went so well with her and her boyfriend at the same property, he was impressed by the way I showed up. I was able to explain everything. I was really quick with scheduling the appointment, getting her there, and just pretty much being able to answer all the questions, that he decided to leave the realtor that he was currently working with and decided to come work with myself and my lender, Alex. So I think that was a pretty success story. He ended up purchasing a property, and in the property, he was using the grant program for Long Beach. So we were able to get him onto that, which the previous realtor didn't have him on. So that was able to close, he was able to use that for his closing costs, down payment, and then he was able to walk into $40,000 worth of equity in his property. So for me, I would say that's the biggest success story so far. So for example, before getting on the Zillow Flex program, I was just doing open houses. So the open houses would only happen Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. During those open houses, on a good day, maybe you get about 5 people to show up. Slow day, you get 2 people. So the only people that I was really practicing on was those people, especially being a newer agent. That was how my lead source came in. And then of course with SOI. But they're a lot different than open house leads versus online leads. One, because you're only there for a certain amount of days out of the week for only a certain amount of hours, so you're not really seeing too many people in order to practice on them. And not only that, their personalities are very different versus if you meet somebody through Zillow. Now for Zillow, you have them calling you Monday through Sunday, the morning time to the nighttime, and because of that, you have to constantly schedule so many showings and meet with so many different people, so many different personalities. So because I'm doing that not just a couple of days out of the week and not just during certain hours of the day, I'm pretty much doing that throughout the entire day of the entire week. You get so many different opportunities to practice. So let's say, for example, I know I messed up on a conversation, or I didn't bring a folder on the last appointment, because I'm going to get another lead throughout the call, in a call throughout the day. That gives me the next opportunity to go ahead and practice. And wherever I feel like I failed last time, or wherever I felt like I failed last time, I can go ahead and redo it with the leads coming in. I love it. I love that was my next thing. I love that we have that accountability group. We meet every Monday, and we basically just go over, what does our pipeline look like, and then the problems that we had throughout the week with the current clients. And because we do that and we bounce off, not well necessarily ideas, but scenarios that we had throughout the week, it's nice to hear different perspective from producing agents. So there's a lot of agents that are on the Zillow Flex team that have had experience with online leads that are also very successful at closing. So it's nice that we have that accountability to be able to bounce off scenarios or get help, because everyone on the team, I love that if I ever have an issue or if I can't show a property or whatever the case may be, everyone is always available 24/7. So I really do appreciate that. I'd say the way that it is now, it's pretty good. I really don't have any complaints. I think that everyone, like I mentioned, is always there for you. There's a lot of great accountability there. And we always, like I said, we run off scenarios. So they're always first to help you with that or give you different ways to look at a situation. A hashtag, let's see, I think I have something on here. My hashtag was humble and hungry. Or stay humble and hungry. Humble because you're gonna get a lot of situations where you fail and then you just have to get back up, or you think you did something, correctly, but then it turns out it was wrong. So just stay humble, always be ready to learn and adapt to different situations. And then hungry because the phone's always going to be ringing. So you have to be ready to answer the phone because your next paycheck is literally on the other side of that line. I would say do it. For example, I've met a lot of agents that are very hesitant on it, but I would say if you have the opportunity to do it, just go ahead and do it, whether you're a newer agent or an older agent. It helps you so much, not only just getting sales, but it also helps you outside of Zillow. So if you're doing open houses, if you have your SOI leads, it helps you able to hold a conversation, especially if you're a newer agent and you don't know what questions to ask, how to have the conversation. This is definitely what you need, and to be in this group, what you need in order to excel, what it is that you're looking for to get your business going.